Minifigure packs have always been interesting thing along with the Ninjago sets, and for some of us major collectors they are really nice because sometimes they really offer some really great figures that we wouldn't get otherwise in the regular set form, and all of that is just very cool. Also keep in mind that this won't include the Bricktober packs because obviously those are a little different, and obviously the minifigures in those are far more superior to the ones we'll take a look at here. I'm Nick the Brick, and I'll be ranking all of the Ninjago minifigure packs. Now, let's get straight into it. At number 7, we have the first Ninjago minifigure pack, you could say, which is the Stone Army themed one. And this one has released in 2013. And obviously, what I don't think this one is really anything special is because it doesn't include any cool, particularly rare minifigures or something. They're just, all of these are just very common. I mean, you have ZX, Zane, and Jay, which, I mean, are nice figures for sure, but really they are just very common, so I don't think that really adds much value here. And then you have the two Stone Army minifigures, and funnily enough, their heads are actually switched because in the actual sets, the short scout minifigure will have a yellow head, and then the regular warrior will have the blue one. So I think that's pretty interesting as well. But yeah, I don't think this is a bad minifigure pack at all. It's a nice addition to get some pretty cool figures for cheap, but it's also nothing special because the figures you get just aren't anything too crazy. At number 6, we have the second minifigure pack in here, which is the Ghost minifigure pack, which has released in 2015 with the possession sets, obviously. And yeah, we have a pretty similar pattern here to the previous minifigure pack, but here I think the minifigure selection is slightly stronger because you are getting those two Ghost minifigures, because not only those are already cooler than the actual Stone Army minifigures, but they also have some exclusive printing on their torsos, which I think is just really nice. I mean, for us collectors, it's not really that good because there were already just tons of ghost variants, and here we have another two of them, but I still think it's at least a cool addition that they tried something different. But then what kind of ruins the other half of this minifigure pack are the Kai and Jay in their tournament robes. I mean, don't get me wrong, both of these are just really nice figures, but they don't have any value, you could say. Like, you can find them for like $2 to $3 in new condition. Like, you can actually purchase them for a very small amount of money, which is what I'm actually referring to here. But nonetheless, they are still not bad of the figures at all. After all, I think this is still a pretty decent minifigure pack. At number 5, we have the Fire Chapter, or actually Season 11 minifigure pack, because yeah, just the box is Fire Chapter themed. But yeah, actually in this minifigure pack, I mean, it's just a mess, I would say. I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't think make much of sense. What do I like about this minifigure pack is clutch powers. I mean, obviously he released in Guardians as well, but this is the first set that he appeared in, and he also, this is a very cheap way to obtain him. And then we also have the Sky minifigure, which I don't understand. You have legs and torso from the Legacy, and then you have the Season 11 shoulder pad and the Season 11 mask. So yeah, just very weird stuff right here. But then you have the Ice Samurai and the Pyro Destroyer minifigure, which I think are both pretty decent army builders, but nothing too crazy. In the very middle of this list, we have the Oni Battle Pack. Yep, they actually call this one Battle Pack, which I think is just really interesting, even though it's done in this minifigure pack format. But yeah, I think this is just really cool. I'm very glad we got this because, we didn't get any Oni in the Legacy sets because obviously those were branded under the Legacy and not much of the Oni, even though a lot of stuff from the OG Legacy line appeared in the actual season. But yeah, here what bothers me is a lack of another minifigure. Here you don't have really that many special characters in here. They're just generic Oni. I mean, obviously you have Omega, but the other two are just generic army builders. So I don't think that justifies the lack of one minifigure. I feel like there definitely should have been another Oni with the regular legs to make this a fair deal. But otherwise, I think it's really cool that we got this, and I'm just not sure how I feel like of the Omega's head. I mean, the Oni mask works, I suppose, but then those horns are just hilariously oversized. So yeah, overall, this one just offers a really great concept, but the execution could have been better. Number 3, we have the most recent Ninjago minifigure pack from 2020, and this is quite concerning that this is the last one we got, so yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's been about 2 years and we haven't gotten a new Ninjago minifigure pack, which just isn't too nice, I would say. But yeah, what you get here is really, really cool. I love that new Legacy Golden Zane. I think that's such a good idea. But I wish it would include at least one other Golden Ninja to kind of fill this gap. Or just maybe release multiple of these with the same concept but the other Golden Ninja. I don't know, I just think something is missing considering now we only have Zane in his Golden Legacy rebooted form, and then we have the rebooted Golden Kai which appeared in the Bricktober pack. So I feel like we should have gotten Cole and Jane some way, but otherwise I think this is still very, very good, and the free minifigures you get for Ninjaroids is also very fair. So considering all that, I think this makes a very, very solid minifigure pack. At number 2, we have the Elemental Master minifigure pack, and that one has released in 2017, and nobody saw this coming at that time. I mean, the fact that we got all of those sweet minifigures is just really, really cool. I mean, you get the new Skylar, which appeared in Skybound and looks very, very awesome. And obviously, since she wasn't included in Skybound, it made a lot of sense to include her somewhere else. And yeah, I think this is just really, really nice. And then you have 2 of the other Elemental Master minifigures, which are just really, really cool. I'm very glad we finally got Shade and Ash in the minifigure form. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's just really weird to think that it's already been 5 years since this minifigure pack has released, but otherwise, still, it's just really, really cool. You have the dual molded legs on Shade, which I don't think was really necessary, but they pulled it off very nicely. So I really like that as well, that they really put some really cool details on those minifigures. But yeah, they also included their hair pieces, which I think is also very awesome. So yeah, it's just a top tier minifigure pack, I would say. It really offers what you could ask for, but only problem is the number of minifigures. Even though those are all very detailed and very desired characters, I feel like 4 minifigures are definitely needed for a minifigure pack to be called the best. And this will definitely turn out as a pretty controversial opinion, but I think the best minifigure pack for Ninjago is the Skybound themed one. And what I think is just really, really cool about this are just some very unexpected stuff. Like, nobody would expect to see this, but we got it and it's done very well. At first, we have that Tournament of Elements Zane that is damaged, which I think recently nobody thought about getting that, but we got. It's not canon, but it looks very, very cool. It's actually one of my favorite Zane minifigures, ironically enough. And then we have Nia in her exclusive Samurai X suit, which didn't appear anywhere, but is also a really cool figure. Actually, might be one of my favorite Samurai X suits, especially for Nia. And then you have 2 of those Sky Pirate minifigures, which are actually interesting and feel very good. You know, they are exclusive with some really cool prints, and they actually feel like they put effort to make some really cool exclusive army builders. And recently I was able to rebuild those 2 figures, and they're just really, really cool. And yeah, all of this is gonna wrap up this video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on Ninjago minifigure packs. I would really appreciate your ranking in the comment section down below. No matter how long it is, maybe just list your favorite, top 3, top 5, or all of them. It really doesn't matter to me. Just share some of your own opinions in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, I would highly appreciate a like. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you can already. Have a great day. Bye.